All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for something completely different. I have purchased Legacy of the Cage, which is an MMA um, uh, sports game, but it's really like an MMA role-playing game. It's epic, it's deep, great depth. I have yet to play it, so we're going to walk through this together. I'm creating my first character slash fighter. So I thought we'd do that. That'll be what this video is. Before I fight any fights, of course, I will have to go over the rules thoroughly and make sure I understand them before I do any videos on it. But I do want to create a character here, as I have read through it a few times. It's very cool. So I thought we'd do this here together. I have named my character Tony Badoni. So Tony Badoni will be fresh off the bus, coming to Los Angeles to do some training or some odd thing and get in it, and then eventually he will be a rookie ready to go. So Tony Badoni. So the first thing we do, like a role-playing game, we have to generate our attributes here. Strike, wrestle, grapple, speed, stamina, and heart. We do that by rolling a 1d4 plus 1. So my first roll is 4. My second roll is 2. And I'm adding the 1 for those who are wondering. My third roll is 5. My fourth roll is 3. Sorry, my dice ended up across the table. 1, 2, 3. And 2. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 6. It's going to be 4. And my seventh is going to be 2. And I get to place these. So that's why I rolled them and put them up here, just so I have them. All right, so, oh man, it's tough not to want to be a striker, boy, because I'm a boxer at heart. Boxing is my favorite combat sport, so I really love. But boy, grapple and wrestle is so important to MMA fighting. Of course, you got to have the guts and the stamina. You got to have some heart. Speed really makes great fighters, right? So this is tough. I've got a 5, a 4, and a 4. So yeah, boy, I'm gonna have to go with. Dang, this is going to be tough, man. All right. Tony Badoni, coming off the truck. Maybe a Brooklyn boy moves west to get into the MMA game, right? I don't know. Let's say Tony Badoni. I'm going to say Tony Badoni was a brilliant high school wrestler. So, maybe his striking wasn't so... what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. His striking... Oops. Yeah, we'll go 3. He was a brilliant high school wrestler, right? Which means he's going to grapple pretty good. So that means I've gotten rid of a 4, and I've gotten rid of a 3. So let's get this down to the nitty-gritty here. All right. Hopefully it doesn't pause when I'm using the keyboard. Sometimes it pauses my recording, so hang with me if it's a weird hiccup in the video. All right, speed. You know what? This is tough. I really like the idea. And it's rare wrestlers don't have good stamina, so I'm going to have to give that 4 to stamina. Grapple. I mean, wrestlers, right? Come on. How can you not be a good grappler? Oh, man. This is tough. I love to have some speed. No matter what, his heart's going to be a 2. These couple of these are going to be a 2. Dang, this is tough. He's a wrestler. He can grapple. Boy, I love having speed. Oh, I'm going to regret the grapple. I know I'm going to regret making this a 2. I just know I'm going to regret it. Okay. There we go. So that's our man. That's our man right there. Tony Badoni, fresh off the bus from Brooklyn. All right, coming out west to get a taste of this California lifestyle, right? Mind, automatically set at 3 based on the rules. Longevity, set at 50 based on our rules. All right, he is automatically a rookie based on the start of the rules, and we are in hype tier 1, and we have a hype rating of 0. So power is a derivative statistic. Again, this is very cool. This is very much like an RPG in the way it is built, set up, and it's career-based stuff. I am going to have to peek into the book to get this. I think I add up strike, wrestle, and grapple for this. I'm pretty sure that's what I do. So let me come in here real quick. I don't want to show off his book. By the way, the book can be, the PDF can be had. The PDF can be had on DriveThruRPG for $3.99. It is well worth it. I think it's a copper seller on DriveThruRPG, which means some people have already found and are enjoying this game. All right, so let me get my power straight here. I think it is strike, wrestle, and grapple. Okay, so we add those up, and we're going to look at our power bonus. So strike, wrestle, and grapple. So my power is going to be 7, 8, 9. Ooh, that's not ideal. So let's go ahead and take a glance here at my power of 9 is 2% power bonus. Dang it. Dang it. So my speed didn't help that much, but 2% power bonus. Durability, right? We got two types of durability. We got safe and critical, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at those. Safe is measured by stamina. My stamina for Tony Badoni is 4. Good for me. Good for me. It's going to be 8. We'll take that. That's our safe durability is 8. And our critical, let me pull this back one. Our critical durability, I think, is based on heart, but let me double check. Heart, yep, and our heart, 2. Yeah, Tony Badoni ain't used to the West Coast. Heart of 2 is 2 critical durability. I'm probably going to regret that too. But again, my first character, like all RPGs, you know, you're going to be fascinating here in a way. And recovery is based on stamina, I believe. No, where's recovery? Recovery, here we go, is based on stamina. So let's go to recovery, rookie. We're a rookie. My stamina is 4, so my recovery is 2. Right, and I think this is, you recover this between rounds. First on safe, I think, or first on critical, then on safe, something like that. So that's it, Tony Badoni. Brooklyn, here we go. Okay, Brooklyn. Start his career in mixed martial arts after much training, some amateur tests. He is ready to go pro as a rookie middleweight. Sweet. So there's Tony Badoni. I can't remember what middleweight is. I think it's about 160, right? I can't remember, so I won't pound him up. But Brooklyn kid heads west to LA to start his career in MMA after much training, some amateur tests. He is ready to go pro as a rookie middleweight. Let's see here. Cropped black hair and steely green eyes and no tattoos. Those tattoos may change. No tats. Wears a crucifix. Always wears a cross around his Catholic neck when not unless in the ring, where he crosses himself before every bout. God wants me to fight, and I'm gonna fight. Alright, there it is, Tony Badoni. This is character generation for The Legacy of the Cage, the Gauntlet, by oh my gosh, by Play Architect Games, Matthew Vintre. I want to say Vintre, Matthew Vintre. Anyway, very cool. Fortunately, Matthew is also part of our SSC Discord group. So any questions I have or any more information, I think he's working on version 2 right now, which is cool. I can ask him and share there. But anyway, hopefully everybody's enjoyed this, as we have created Tony Bedoni. He strikes 3, wrestles 4, grapples 2, speed of 5. You gotta be quick on the, to get that single leg, double leg takedown, quick on the draw, man. Stamina 4, heart of 2 though. I'm gonna regret that grapple and heart, but I could have swore I had 2 2s in there. Or didn't I have more 2s in there? I must have missed something. Anyway, no, I did it right. Power 9. This gives me a 2% power bonus. Durability is safe is 8, critical is 2, and recovery is 2. So there he is. Brooklyn Kid heads west, and this is going to be great fun. It is deep. It's going to be, of course, I think fast. It's a dice-driven game. It's going to be fast and easy, but when I've been reading the rules, it's deep. So it's going to take, there's a lot of options as far as what can occur and what positions you're in, whether you're on the ground or whether you're on top on the ground or you're on the bottom of the ground or whether you're trying to evade or you're trying to strike. So there's a lot of parts here, although it should move quickly once I become accustomed to the rules. So again, I probably won't debut a fight until I'm comfortable with the rules, because I'm going to want it to be something that's fun to share and something that's fun to listen to. All right, so everybody out there, have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.